Desmopol is a high-performance liquid waterproofing system for flat roof, balconies, terraces, swimming pools, and many other surfaces liable to be in contact with water. Desmopol can be applied in two different ways depending on the type of job. For the majority of flat roofs, the most usual method is wet on wet, fully reinforced. Using it is very simple. You can use Desmopol sealant to fill any cracks or splits, any larger voids or wide joints, and also to fix trims. Next, prepare the Desmopol matting. Roll out the Desmopol 1 meter rolls of matting and cut strips to the required length, ensuring that you have sufficient to cover the entire surface to be treated. Then cut shorter strips of the matting for detail areas such as perimeter upstands, corners, outlets, pipes, and other detail areas. Pull the tabs on the lid of the Desmopol drum with a nipper and stir the contents thoroughly so that Desmopol is ready for use. Starting with the perimeter and detail work first, apply the Desmopol to the areas using a 4-inch solvent-resistant roller, and then dry roll the matting pieces you've just cut into the membrane until you can see that it's drawn through. At this stage, dip your roller back into the membrane and apply a second coat to ensure that the matting is fully saturated. Once you've covered between 1 and 2 meters, the matting will soften so it can be rolled tight in to any detailed areas to achieve a neat, professional finish. Treat any other details such as outlets, upstands and pipes by cutting the matting to shape and applying Desmopol in the same way. For the main areas, apply fully reinforced Desmopol in a wet-on-wet method using a 9-inch solvent-resistant roller. Again, a generous amount of Desmopol should be applied to the substrate first, before dry rolling the matting into the membrane to draw it through. Then a second coat of Desmopol must be applied to ensure the matting is fully saturated. If the surface you want to cover is pitched or even vertical, you can mix Desmotix and Desmopol to take the self-leveling element out of the product and avoid runs or drops. Desmotix is available in 1-litre tins, and usually 250 millilitres of Desmotix per 25 kilogram drum is enough to reach the desired consistency. Desmotix also allows Desmopol to be applied in box gutters, with matting in a wet-on-wet system. The use of Technotop 2C top coat is recommended for trafficable areas or to increase UV stability and the guarantee by 5 years. It must be applied no later than 48 hours onto the fully cured Desmopol. To simplify its use, Technotop 2C is pre-measured in 1 NO 4.3 litre tin Part A and 1 NO 0.7 litre tin Part B. Both tins can be mixed together fully and applied at a coverage rate of 150 grams per square metre will cover around 25 square meters. If you need to apply a smaller amount, the mixing ratio is 6 Part A to 1 Part B. For car parks and high traffic areas, 2 layers of Technotop 2C must be applied. Once applied to the Desmopol, it will dry in approximately 1 to 2 hours, depending on the weather, and the pot life of the mixed product is approximately 6 hours. Eagle, high-performance waterproofing systems.